Welcome everyone to Totally Online Gaming Group's Twitch channel. We're glad you guys could join us. And I've got some giggling players in the background due to conversations that happened shortly before the start of the game. But, okay, moving on from that. So we're glad everyone could join us tonight for an episode of our campaign. This is episode 62. Can you guys believe that? We're at 62 games now in this main campaign. Yeah, wow. So 62 games in this campaign so far. And we're going to be getting going here with our... Oh, thank you for your subscription there, Dragonfire45. So we're going to be going here into a recap of our last game as soon as we get a couple other things out of the way real quick, which first off is a shout out to our sponsor, Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. They are absolutely awesome. Great site. You guys need to check them out. www.criticalhitgamingsupplies.com. And that's like all one word, no spaces in there. Go ahead and check them out. You want dice, you want dice bags, you want dice trays, dice towers, miniatures. They've got tons and tons of things. And if you look on there and you're looking through and you're not seeing what you want when it comes to a miniature, all you got to do is message them in the contact us and say, hey, I didn't see what I was looking for. And the reason is because they have the capability of printing so many more miniatures than the amount of actual picture space they are allowed on the website. So they can only put up X% of the pictures of what they've got that they can do. And there's a ton more that they can do that they just can't put it up there. So if you're looking around and you don't see something and you're looking for something specific, go ahead and ask them. Say, hey, I'm looking for something like this. Do you guys have anything like that? And they can, work with you to hopefully hook you up. Speaking of hookups, at checkout, if you go and purchase something for them, don't forget to type in TOGG15. That's TOGG15 to get 15% off your purchase, whatever it may be. Maybe the $15,000 dice that they have. Yes, they do have those. So there you go. There's a shout out to our sponsor. And I don't think there's any other real big news going on right now other than coming up on the Christmas holiday and Hanukkah and, others for, all sorts of them. I don't know all the different ones, but holiday season, we'll put it that way. So it's, having some fun. So happy holidays to everyone. Hope you're enjoying and hope you're getting some time to relax. If not right now, hopefully soon. And unless anybody's got anything else? No? Well, in that case, without further ado, we bring you The Blackest Heart. All right, and we are back. So, to do a little recap of where we left off in our last session, the party had woken up and were spending some time in the town that this port city that they're in, trying to get some things done, get some supplies, and to secure their passage north, which Rogar and Jacob had thoughtfully already gone and done. However, upon discussing with the party the agreement that had been made, and letting them know that there was a little bit of, let's just say, persuasion of the magical nature slung their direction to get less favorable terms for the party and more so for the other person. Well, the rest of the party wasn't necessarily too thrilled about that, especially with the cost that had come about. So they were, specifically Diana, looked at Eurydice and said, you know what, we should go handle this. At which point, the girls took off and went down to the port to see what they could do. Meanwhile, the boys decided to have a little fun. And by a little fun, I mean explosives. Yes. As Zeroth, who has been really, really keen to try to create something, he's exploring his creative side, wants to make something that unmakes other things. And that seems to be his new goal. And so he spoke with Jacob, spoke with Rogar, and tried to pick their brains a little bit about what could possibly be put together to create something that makes a loud noise and does a lot of damage. what could go wrong with that? Well, after very nearly crapping themselves when they thought they might blow themselves up, however, dealing with a fizzle in the park, they decided, okay, maybe this shouldn't be done in the park, and they went and tried to find some maybe pre-made stuff that they could work with. At that time, while they're looking, Diana had actually, we should kind of skip back, Diana had actually run off. She was so upset about everything that was going on at the time. Yeah. Oh, this was... Okay, her running off was after, I think. That's right. Okay. That's right. So Diana and Eurydice had made their way down to the docks and managed to find the ship on dock number 12 and managed to get audience with the captain, where words were kind of exchanged in some pleasantly, some not so pleasantly, but more of a offhanded threats, and with the exception of Eurydice's glaring like, yeah, I'm definitely going to stab you. But mostly just kind of taunts and little prods on either side. However, Diana and Eurydice managed to get back the contract and make it null and void and say, yep, we're not using your ship. Then they made their way all the way back. However, during part of that, Diana kind of made a new friend. A half-orc. Yes, we haven't gotten to his name yet. a half-orc who was working on the ship, and Diana greased his palm with a little bit of money and was just in general nice to him, and he seemed to be cool with that. More on him later. But the women made it back and found that the boys were playing with explosives, and then a discussion of how Rogar and Jacob could have agreed to such a thing, even with, magical influences happening, without them, and then some harsh words going back and forth, the potential of spells flying, and then finally Diana having enough, just stormed out and took off. Jacob, feeling upset and concerned for Diana, decided, look, I'll go see if I can find her and calm her down and find out what's going on. Meanwhile, Eurydice decided the boys needed a little bit of oversight. Also, blowing shit up is fun, and joined them for some more adventures in purchasing things. Rogar decided, hey, you know what, you two, Zeroth, Eurydice, you guys can handle that end. I've got some other business to attend to, as he slipped off to go see his aunt and talk to her, hopefully to find out some more information, and maybe procure some of the materials that they've been learning about that could possibly be used to make their fun new Go Boom toys. They then ended up, Eurydice and Zeroth, and I think, Rogar, did you join them at this point? Or had you not gotten... You went outside the city with them, right? Yeah, okay, so this is... Before he split off, they did manage to procure an interesting vial. Oop, go away thing. There we go. An interesting vial that had what looked like little steel balls in it, some kind of mineral oil, a weird-looking metal protrusion coming down from a stopper, and this strange glass, which, according to the shopkeep that sold it to them, if they threw this, whatever it impacted with, it would basically create like a little mini fireball, an explosion thing right in that area, and do a decent amount of damage. Not a lot, but a decent bit. Yes, that's the exact amount. At which point Zeroth said, you know what, if I throw multiple of these at the same time? So But then they decided to try to hunt down the components, and that's one of the points where Rogar split off to go and talk to his aunt and see if he could find out some more information from her about things, as well as like where they could get some of these specialized components. While they were hunting all of that down, Jacob eventually, using some higher level magic and creating quite a flock of his flock of familiars, sent them skyward searching for Diana, eventually managing to find her down by the docks, where she was sitting, kind of just swinging her legs on the side, sitting on the edge. And as he got close enough to where he could actually see, he noticed that there was a half-orc standing right behind her, and she was turning around and talking to this half-orc, and too far away to make out any words, as they spoke for a little while, and then she stood up, and there was a nice big hug. And as he finally kept approaching, by the time he got there, the half-orc was like, all right, see ya, as he walks away. At which point Diana attempted to explain that it was nothing, it was just, this is our new friend Antonio. Antonio! Who apparently had gotten fired from his job on the ship that they tried to get passage on because, well, he had been a little too nice. Yeah, a little too nice to you guys and a little too murdery for other reasons. Anyway, he didn't want to get into that too much. But he did have some helpful information about another ship that's actually leaving this evening called the Coral Breaker, which, as Diana and Jacob walked all the way down towards Pier 2 or 3 is where he said it was, roundabouts where it was located. So on the docks off of one of those piers. They discussed what was going on, tried to hash out everything and make amends for the argument, and at which point, pretty much stopping on the dock, finding themselves looking up at a ship that, based on the coloration and the big name painted on the side, was clearly the Coral Breaker, basically just as Diana was kind of proposing. And, yes, and that's pretty much where we left off. Yeah. Yep. So that's where we left off. So, from there, you two are down at the docks, and I will and I've got everyone down there in Tailspire right now, just so that they can all see. But, let me put that there. Actually, I even got one there already, but, yoink. Okay. But I've got everyone down there at the docks right now, anyway. But currently it's Diana and Jacob. You two are down at the docks, and you see this, large ship with a kind of a pinkish-orange prow to the ship that looks a lot like the colors of coral, and the name the Coral Breaker across, painted big across the back of the ship. And Eurydice, Rogar, and Zerath, you guys are actually down near the docks because you had all gone in search of components for these alchemical hand grenades. You went back? That's right. He procured a bunch of them. That's right. Okay. All right, now we're caught up to where everyone's at. Good. Okay, so. Excuse me. Uh-oh. I must have the COVID. I'm gonna die now. So. At least I'm at home, and I can't infect any of you. No, I don't have it, just saying. Yes. Class action lawsuit. Let's all get in on it. Come on. Hey, that's a great coupon. Because they're $5 footlongs. Well, I mean, it is Subway, so it's not. But, no, they're not. $5 plus tax. Oh, sorry. Anyway, yes, any who's what's-its. So, let's go ahead and, well, heck, let's start with you, since you're kind of the furthest away from everyone else there, Eurydice. Let's start with you. What are you doing? Okay. Okay. Mostly wealthy people. Okay, so you're trying to find a middle to upper middle or even upper class area? Okay. The destitute, yeah. Yeah. Rob them rich and give to myself. Got it. Alright. So, it's probably, as you're looking around trying to find a good area, it's probably going to take you half an hour to 45 minutes before you kind of, suss out where are the better areas here. Where's an area where I've got people with extra coin, that don't need as much. So it takes you a good half hour, 45 minutes. You finally find the right spot, you think. How long or how many attempts at pickpocketing are you going to go for? Okay. I'll say that you're experienced enough to know that you wait for the right openings. You don't try to force them to happen. So you're looking for the opportunities and just waiting for the right moments. So it's probably for 3 of them, it takes you about an hour to as you space them out and pick the right targets, pick the right opportunities. And I will need your sleight of hand check 3 times. Yep, I'll get there. Okay, your audio apparently. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Was waiting for it to reconnect. Alright. Everyone else try talking now? Can you guys hear that okay now? Can you hear the other people? Let us know. Sorry about that interruption to the stream. I'm thinking it was an internet thing. So I think we got it straightened out now. Other people are coming through. Thank you, Johnny Ree. Hey, by the way, Johnny Ree, one of the developers of Tailspire. Glad you could join us, man. Where were we? Okay, so you got 3 checks that you are going to be doing.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand checks. And
They're not good.
they're not good.
Maybe I should stick with D&D Beyond.
Yes. Well, you can use that, and if you log into Tailspire, so you can link through.
Okay.
That way we can actually see your rolls on the screen.
But I like using my physical dice.
I know.
So, that's 2 9s.
Ooh.
And...
Ooh.
What's 7 plus 5? 12?
That
12,
is 12.
Yeah, 12.
All
2
right.
9s and a 12.
2 9s and a 12. Well, we're about to see how badly this goes.
I'd like to think that the 12 came first, and then, it's
Well,
went down.
Well, you called the 2 9s for.
yes, you did.
You know what? I knew those numbers. I didn't.
Okay, so
I'm good at math.
So you go to reach for the very first one. You think you've got a great opportunity, perfect target. And as you pull away this coin person, feel the weight of it in your hand, just with a smile creeping across your face. You hear, "Hey, you there! Thief!"
Oh, sorry, sir. You dropped this. I was just gonna give it to you. I just wanted to figure out who dropped it. Here you go.
As a guard is walking right up to you.
I found this on the ground.
Looks right at you, down at you, since you are small.
I found
And
this on the ground.
he says, "I saw the whole thing. Not very good at this, are you? Come
Better
on."
than you.
This is where you pretend to be help.
Come on. He says, "Let's go." Puts his hand behind you and gives you a
She'll roll
little
her
push.
eyes.
Gives
And,
you a little push.
Yeah, she'll go. But the first chance she gets, she's gonna go down an alley. Make sure that he follows. She's gonna stab him.
Oh my god, Eurydice, no!
Okay. Okay.
This escalated quickly.
So
Yep.
Not the
he is
guard.
walking you down one of the main streets. And as he's walking you down one of the main streets, and I would recommend, if you want, that you get Tailspire up if you can.
Okay, yes, I can.
I mean, I was about to go into combat, so you know.
You're set up.
You're about to go into combat.
Yes, I am.
That's what was said.
If you get
Uh,
arrested,
I'm
you're
allowed.
gonna miss the vote.
I'm
You're gonna
allowed.
be so salty.
I know.
I can test out my grenades and break her out. See, we have the perfect strategy.
Alright, I'm just waiting for that to load. And for yours to load in as well, whenever you are ready.
I am in.
Bless you!
Thank you.
That was cute.
It hurts every time.
It hurts to be cute.
It is the...
Here's the sneeze.
I will pull you to the map once it is done loading on my end. I've got several other things running, so it's feeling just a bit slow. Plus, it's a big map. All right, okay, there we go. And big map.
What do we help this plan out?
Do you really think this went all the way through?
All right. And there we go. Okay, so there you are. And do. And there we go. Yoink. So you should be able to see that fairly well. Okay. Okay. It is still loading for you. Alrighty. Okay. Now I can take it off of that. Good. So there you are.
Okay.
And he is walking you down one of the streets. He's behind you here, just kind of ushering you forward. And if you're waiting for an alleyway, are you waiting for... Is there anything else besides just an available alleyway that you're keying in on?
Alleyway that doesn't look very populated, that looks dark and shadowy, and just like one that doesn't look like people go down or haven't gone down very often.
Okay. Where you're at in town is the nicer area of town. So most of the side streets and alleys are fairly well taken care of and cleaned. Not all of them are traversed a lot. However, occasionally they are. I'm not even going to make you roll for perception, though, since your perception is off the frickin' charts. You do think you've spotted a good potential candidate for an alleyway coming up in just a little bit. You're just hoping that he continues to lead you that way, which, give me a percentile. If he's going to take this next intersection, or if he's going to continue down.
I don't trust my dice.
That's fine.
51.
51, okay. High was good for you in this instance. So he goes straight with you down towards the alleyway, and we'll just call it this side street here. And you now have the option to attempt to duck down that street or not. It's entirely up to you.
You could just run away.
It's this one, right? Or is it a different one?
It's either way's fine. We'll say that way. We'll say that way.
Yeah, she's just gonna go. Woo!
Okay. So as you attempt to run, hold on.
I know. I'm trying to get her to.
Yoink.
You're having issues.
I know, and it's all laggy because it's like such a big map.
Yeah. But as you attempt to run, he quickly swings at you. And okay, what's your AC again?
16.
Okay. So as he swings at you, he knocks your feet out from under you.
Shit.
You take 11 points of damage. You manage to stay standing, but you're not moving anywhere. Sentinel attack. You're stuck right there.
Ooh.
Jeez, okay.
And then he says, "Don't be trying that again."
Okay.
Can you Misty Step?
I can do something better.
Uh-oh. Oh, I know what you got. Uh-oh.
Do not use Fireball in the middle of the city.
It's not Fireball. I
It's
promise.
not Fireball.
Yes. Don't worry, none of you are there.
Okay.
She has options.
Yes.
I have options. So
They're else rooting for you in spirit.
Eurydice is gonna use Thunder Step to get 300 feet away from him.
Okay. So you're using Thunder Step? Okay.
Yep.
What's the DC on that? For the Constitution 14. Okay. Ooh, nice. At least he's got a little bit on that. Oh, he rolled so shit though. So he
Hey.
failed. He rolled absolutely. I rolled a 3 on the dice.
Well, it takes 22 damage.
Okay. All right. And you end up 300 feet away. Where?
I don't know. She just chooses a direction and she's like that way.
So,
Okay.
Yeah. Thunderstep is. You can hear it 300. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can be heard from 300 feet away.
you move 90 feet.
90
Oh,
feet. Yep.
That's far.
And
It's fun.
she just chooses a direction. She's like that way. And she gets 90 feet away.
90 feet. Okay, so looks like you can be basically down there,
Okay.
or you could be basically, that way, or, that way, 90 feet basically in any direction from where you're at.
Hold on. Can she be on top of one of the buildings?
Technically, yes. In fact, let's do this. You can basically be
Anywhere in this radius.
Yes. Anywhere in there, inside that bubble.
Okay. Give me a second. My
1001.
shut up.
Damn.
Eurydice is gonna. I want to be on the.
Go ahead and put yourself down, and then hold down the shift button when you click on yourself, and you kind of pick up a little ghost version of yourself, and it's easier to kind of teleport yourself to where you want to go.
I don't know where I went.
Okay, well, I can help with that, potentially.
I moved myself so far away.
Are you going on a roof?
Yes, I'm trying to go on a roof, but the game is just so laggy right now that
Blaming the game. Blaming the game.
Shut up, it's the map.
Oh! Sorry, I was moving Nightmare around it. When you moved the screen, it just did Nightmare all the way over here.
Here we go. Now we got
Nice.
another version of you in there.
Go away.
Okay, so where do you want to be?
God, my computer is freaking out.
Well, here, if you can see my flashlight,
I can't.
can you see it now?
Hold on. If you can see my screen, it's like just terrified. I'm gonna get up on the more intact building.
Okay, yeah, technically you're in a nice neighborhood. You know, these are all intact. This just right
Good.
now. It's just where I stuck you.
The right.
To the
one
right?
that- yes.
Dark roofs? Alright.
The red. The red roof.
The red roof. Okay. I'll stick
No,
you right.
The dark roof. The dark roof, but on one of the red tiles.
I see. Boom. That'll do it.
Okay. And then
That'll
she's
do
gonna
it.
stealth away.
Okay. Give me a stealth check.
12. For some reason, I'm not
Okay.
proficient in stealth.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh,
How are you not proficient in stealth?
I have other priorities.
Johnny Reese says, I'd blame the game too. No, trust me, it's the map, and we need to, by the way, viewers, if you want, please, there's many ways to donate to the channel. Donate to the channel so we can eventually get all of my players some better internet and better, higher performing computers so that,
Great computer.
well, I just want to get you all like digital storm computers because that'd be really awesome for you guys to have that. You all are deserving of high dollar, like really high dollar computers.
Well, thank you.
At least
but
in
I
my
like
mind.
I mean,
Well,
I
that's
got
fine.
a beautiful laptop earlier this year, and I am
Well,
more
that's
than
good.
thankful for.
Well, that's good.
Anyway.
Looking forward to getting Chimera out. Yeah, that'll definitely help. We're waiting for that. All right. So anyway, so you got a 12 on
Wait,
your
is
stealth.
Johnny part of the Tailspire crew?
Johnny Ree is one of the developers.
Oh, okay.
You
Yes.
said that earlier on, but
Yes.
I didn't know
Didn't
this.
hear it. All right. But yeah. All right. So you are up there. I will have you roll perception this time because of
Okay.
the circumstance. You basically just made a thunderclap appear as you left a space, so that's kind of loud and hard on the ears.
20.
Okay. You do manage to hear some shouting from the direction of where you were of, shit! Where the hell'd she go? Damn it!
Eurydice. Go ahead.
No, and then, that's all you hear, and right now you can't really, from the angle you're at and where he's at, you can't see each other, so.
Good. Eurydice is gonna make her way back to the inn and get her stuff and get Daydream and then just like kind of disguise herself, like just put on like a hat or something.
Okay.
Just-
Do you have a disguise kit?
No, she's just gonna like put on a hat or like I don't know.
You're good. Okay, so you're trying to disguise yourself with no skill in disguise. So that's going to be just a straight wisdom check.
The winter clothing from.
That's true.
Yeah, she'll
You
put
can
on
put
that.
that on.
Yeah,
You put
she'll
that
put
on?
that
Okay.
and see if that at least helps.
Okay.
GTA,
Alright.
guys. GTA logic.
Okay,
GTA.
sounds good. Hold on, let me put on these glasses. I'm somebody
They'll
else.
This
They
baseball hat.
can't. They don't know. Yeah. All right. So, I will need from you 2 stealth checks as you try to make your way back to the hotel.
8 for the first one.
Okay.
13 at the second.
Oh my goodness. I thought you were stealthy.
I'm not.
Are you really not?
I'm not proficient in stealth. I have a +5 to it because of my dexterity, but like.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yuri, no!
You are
Oh,
very
you're
fortunate. You are very fortunate that they have disadvantage on this. I should just roll them both at the same time. So the first one, they missed, and the second one, okay. As far as you know, nobody has noticed you. And you make your way back to the inn, and you are now getting yourself all put together, all your stuff together, getting Daydream, and then, let's put on the winter clothes and see if we can go kind of blend in.
She's, do I, damn it,
Do I, damn it.
I want to know, if Eurydice, where would, I want to message Jacob, but Eurydice needs to know the direction, and if it's 120 feet, which is probably not, so.
Yeah, you could guess probably not.
Yeah.
Yes, most likely he's not in range.
Where did Zeroth say he was going? To the docks, yeah.
I was heading towards the dock.
Mhm.
Like, everyone was headed towards the docks except for Eurydice. Okay.
Yeah. Well, as far as you know, you have no idea which way Jacob and Diana went, but you do know that Zeroth and Rogar were both going to eventually be heading towards the docks.
Okay. So Eurydice is gonna head towards the docks. She's about 120 feet out. She's gonna message Zeroth and be like, "Hey, so I fucked up, and we need to leave like ASAP."
Okay.
Can I respond?
You can respond to that message. You're using sending, right? Or are you using message? Message. Okay, so it's 120 feet. It's basically, you can whisper back and forth. Double check. It might be one way only, but let me just double check. Most of the time you guys have been using sending.
Message you can respond as well as in sending.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you've mostly been using sending from recently though, so I've been used to that. All right, so you can respond.
And we're within 120 feet?
Yeah. But before you do any of that, I will need 4 stealth checks.
You know what? I'm gonna chance it. Get back with my dice.
Oh no.
Okay. And I will say this. I'm giving you you don't have advantage, but I am giving you a little bit of a bump, a bonus. Not much, but a little bit, because you tried to do something to not look the same. So
and depending, I do have 3 advantages stocked up from the chat.
Yep.
So depending on the rolls, I may use those.
Yep.
Question. Because we're within 120 feet, couldn't I technically
Well,
look
she's
for
not
her?
she's not actually within 120 feet yet until after these rolls.
I'm gonna burn all 3 advantages.
Oh god.
Okay.
That was only slightly better. The first one is a 10. The second
Okay.
one is a 12.
Okay.
The third 16. Last one is a 19.
So 10, 12, 16, 19.
No more advantages.
Okay. Alright. And your bonuses, make those.
I get a bonus for my cute haircut.
Okay. No, I just had to add your bonus.
I feel like you deserve a bonus because you didn't kill the guard.
She already got a bonus. She got a bonus. Unfortunately, on your way towards the docks, it's gonna take you, because you're trying to be sneaky and trying to get there, it's gonna take you about 2 hours to make your way to the docks. So that's why you basically had to check every half hour. And in that second half hour, you actually see in the path that you are trying to take, as you come around a corner, you are 20 feet away from 5 guards. As you just come around the corner, they're like practically right there. I mean, they're 20 feet away, so there's some separation, but they are pretty much there. And one of them is the same motherfucker that had seen you before.
She's gonna turn around and go a different way.
Okay. I need you to give me a performance acting. Like an acting... Let me see what the... boom.
Wouldn't that just be performance?
Deception. Deception is what it is.
Okay. Please. Please. Please.
As you are trying to basically make it look like, oh, nothing happening here. I didn't do anything wrong. I just turned wrong.
These dice, please. 13.
Okay. You may be good on this one because I don't think they don't have very good insight. And they rolled crap as well, so... Okay. So, you've lost half an hour of time because you've had to now find a completely different route. But you eventually make it, and now it's time-wise. I'm trying to remember exactly what time it left off with you guys at the end of last session. I want to say it was in the afternoon already. So I'm going to say you finally get down towards the docks. It is probably like about 5 o'clock. Somewhere around that time. And so meanwhile, while you were making your way down there, Zeroth. So you had made it down your way down to the docks, and you've been down there now for a while. What are you doing?
Well, I had gone down there just trying to look around. They just said that I might find a warehouse. What dock am I currently at?
You're when you come out at give me a... Actually, I will roll it and I will tell you. You come out at around Pier 3. And each of the piers has a few dock, a few, they're fairly large. They go out and they have a few berths at them that they
So does he
refer to
see
each
us?
as docks. You guys are on Pier 2.
Ah. Well, you said 2 or 3. You never specified.
Right. I didn't, but I am now. You guys are on 2.
Okay.
You are down coming out of the city proper into the dock area near Pier 3, which is a decent little ways away from Pier 2. This is a big port. So,
Okay.
Is there anybody working around the area that I can ask questions?
tons. It's a bustle of activity. There are people moving everywhere. You see several big warehouses there. They've got crates and boxes and like carts with, you know, sacks and all sorts of goods going both into the warehouses and some coming out. You've got what looks like carts set up as little shops themselves, kind of like the kiosks in the malls type thing. You've got at the openings to a lot of these warehouses, they themselves have countertops with someone kind of doing business directly out of the warehouse from there, where they are either buying or selling things. So, I mean, there's tons of people everywhere and lots of activity.
Okay, I think Sarah's gonna just do a little bit of window shopping right now.
Okay.
Just gonna see if anything catches my eye.
Is there anything in particular that your eye is looking for?
Well, I didn't think that far. I can't actually say that I'm looking for anything in particular. Just if anything, like looking cool, I suppose.
Okay. Alright, so while you are kind of window shopping down there, let me think. Okay. So you're window shopping down there, and you see some of the warehouses seem to be doing a lot of different textiles, like cloths of various types, some silks, cottons, rougher materials like burlap and things like that. Just all sorts of different furs and some. Others you are seeing what look like crates of different goods. Some of them even seem to be semi-perishable goods, like salted and dried meats or fish and things like that. Aged, cheeses, all these things seem to be boxed up really well. You also see some areas where it looks like they're selling bar stock and different things like that. There's tons of different things. It's a little overwhelming. I mean, it's
are
not
there
to look
any
at.
empty burlap sacks just kind of lying around that are fairly large?
Are you just gonna throw her back?
Empty burlap sacks laying around. I mean, you see
That I
You
could
see
either
sacks.
pick up and or just buy.
Well, you see sacks that are, stacked up against things, but they're full of stuff. You would notice at one of the warehouses where they've got a lot of different cloth type textiles and stuff going in, that they do have several different like bags and things like that. Some of them are
there just like a
burlap
big
sacks,
freaking burlap bag of apples?
like
I
a
just want
burlap
big
bag
ass-
of apples.
I just want a big ass bag of apples.
All right.
Double the apples.
Yeah, it takes you maybe 45 minutes to find anyone who's dealing in like fresh fruits or anything like that, but you finally do find that. And they've got various types of fruit. They do have apples, and they'll sell you a big burlap sack full.
Sweet. I will get one bag.
Okay. One big bag. Okay, this is like we're talking, this is a pretty decent sized bag. This is like a 50-pound bag of apples.
That's what I was assuming, yeah.
Yeah, so they say 5 gold.
Okay.
Okay.
And I fling the gold on over to him.
Okay. They take it, no problem. And they take 2 guys, bring out this 50-pound bag. Because it's, they're not paid enough to carry one all by themselves. So these guys bring it out, and they hand it off to you.
Right on. At that point, I'm gonna waddle on towards tier 2. I'll crouch
Okay.
on some of these apples.
Okay. So just kind of leisurely taking your time.
Taking 50 pounds worth of apples.
Yeah.
Taking your time.
I'm trying
and
to keep
eating
the doctor
some
away
apples.
for a while, okay?
All right. So yeah, you take your 50 pounds worth of apples.
Have I heard Eurydice at all at this point?
Not just yet. As you're wandering a little bit, and Rogar, you've at about this time you've finally finished up your purchases. Where did you intend to go after that?
I think I was heading to Dock 2 to procure oils.
That's right. Okay, so you start making your way in that direction as well. All right. Now, at about the same time, Rogar, that you are getting close to Pier 2, and coming from the other direction, Zeroth, you're getting close to Pier 2. Zeroth, you hear in your head, "Hey, I fucked up. We need to get out of town pretty quickly. Where are you? I'm on my way."
So I'm like at Pier 2 right now?
You're almost there. Yeah. I mean, you're within close enough distance that actually both you and Rogar give me perception checks.
Okay. 22.
I'll just roll. 13.
Okay. At the same time you're hearing Eurydice's voice in your head, you see Rogar, who's kind of looking towards the warehouse and different little storefronts and stuff, not as much paying attention to what's further beyond in the direction he's walking. He's looking more towards the warehouses, but you see him, and you figure, if he continues to walk in the same direction and you continue to just walk towards him, that you'll probably bump into each other here in a matter of a minute or so.
Okay. I'm gonna continue walking towards him and to respond to Eurydice and be like, I'm heading towards Pier 2. I've got a big bag of apples if you want some. How'd you fuck up? Yeah.
Real badly. Real badly.
Well, am I allowed to keep responding?
It's a cantrip, so
one time
yeah.
send.
It's a cantrip,
it's a
so
cantrip.
Rizzy using it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, she can just keep it going, and you can kind of have a conversation back and forth.
So, how exactly did you fuck up? There are different levels of fuck up.
Well, I tried to steal something.
Okay, that's
Apparently I
a pretty
didn't
low
do
tier
it.
fucking up.
I didn't do it very well. The guard caught me and tried to take me away. I tried to run away. He whacked me pretty good. I magicked myself away, and we need to leave.
How close are you to me right now? I'm standing here with a big bag of apples. You can't miss me.
Does Eurydice see Zeron?
Yeah, you don't even need to roll your perception. you
I
see it.
you. I'm coming over here.
You don't see her, but she sees you.
Okay.
Just like, noom.
Okay, and they know exactly what you look like right now.
Kind of. I switched my clothing, but you should still leave.
Okay, Zeroth and
have a
Rogar, I
disguise
need
for
both
you.
of you. I need both of you to roll perception.
Nat 20, 24.
Dirty.
Mhm. All right. So you both see what kind of looks like either a very, very large dog or a pile of furs or something that
They're partners.
see-
Go ahead.
that is like shuffling really quickly towards you, Zeroth, and now you actually
There's a
notice
dog
Zeroth as
behind
well. Yeah, and there is a dog behind it. It's almost like a moving pile of furs as you are wrapped up in this big fur coat that is pretty bushy. So it's like just cousin it just zipping along with hey, wait, that's Daydream behind. Oh, so now you all see each other. Yeah, you all see each other.
I don't think that's gonna keep passing as a disguise.
No shit, Sherlock.
How many apples do you think I need so far? Out of this 50-pound bag. I just
You,
picked it up.
you, like 6.
Okay, only 6 apples? That's kind of sad.
No, because you haven't been walking that long.
Okay. I'm gonna... Do I have like a little pocket? I'm gonna take
Sure.
like 3 and just try to shove it in my pocket.
Ooh.
I have a better idea for you.
In the sack?
I'm going... Yeah, well, I'm gonna make you put the sack on. What I'm gonna do is I'm
Hide
gonna
the
dump
sack.
all the apples out.
Those
And
are
then
perfectly good apples.
You can still eat some of them.
Eurydice will pick
Okay.
up like 3 and put them in her bag and then just hop in the sack.
I'm still going to carry some of these. Some of those furs look large enough. I could probably put the apples in the fur and just carry that around. But I'm gonna cut little armholes at the very base of the bag.
She's just gonna hop in the sack and Xerox can carry her.
I'm not gonna. No. I mean, you know what?
Safest way.
All right. Well, you're sharing room with the apples.
That's fine. I'll carry as many apples in there as I can.
I was gonna make you a makeshift poncho and make you wear my bear hat. That was my idea. Okay. Just don't wiggle
Alright,
around too much.
I won't.
So all 3 of you are now together at the beginning of where Pier 2 is connected to the main boardwalk.
Sure, I was gonna look at Roger. Hi. How are you today?
I'm gonna peer around from the 4 crates I'm holding. I'm good.
I think I may have room in my hands to carry that.
Thanks. I don't see myself carrying around crates all day.
No, I'll carry it. It's
Do you wanna trade for me? He carries the crates, you carry.
No, I'll carry. I'll carry.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He's built for this. Here you go.
Put me on top of the crates and I'll just like hold the sack in and just I don't know.
This is incredible.
Well, where were you heading? All these crates look awesome.
Oh yeah, they're filled with glass. Oh, I have to go get Nightmare from a friend.
You also need to go get your
Okay.
stuff from the inn.
Okay. How long do you think that's gonna take you?
It shouldn't take me long. Luckily, I keep all my stuff in my book bag, and I left that also with my friend and my armor. By the way, just noble clothes.
Yeah, I noticed that. You looked rather naked.
Yeah.
Clean up nice with that beer.
Oh, did you find any shops that have like any
Tempered
powders or
glass.
anything?
Oh, no. I was on my way to find the oils that we would need. Yeah.
Okay, you think that'd be on
Pier 2.
Pier 2? Oh, hey! Oh,
Here.
we're already here.
Well, then why don't we go looking for that and
Yeah.
do this and I
I'll,
stay in
I'll
the
go look
sack.
for those.
I'll be nice and oh dear God. I hope no one gets any type of more trouble as I burn out my last spell slot to locate the objects. I'm
So
looking
you're
for
attempting
mineral.
You're looking for mineral oil. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
You see some pings happening in where you're at, and you figure, okay, there's mineral oils. It might not be the exact type, but there's quite a few different pings, so one of them's got to be it, right?
Yeah.
So you just maybe got to check out all of them. Who knows?
Yeah.
okay. So I'll point to every single one of them. Like, hey, those are the possibilities. I'll go get Nightmare my stuff.
Alright, I'll
Hopefully,
go,
no one else needs stuff.
I'll go look around, and Eurydice, you're probably gonna carry some things. all I want to see is when I hand something back, is a little hand poke out of the top of the sack.
Yes.
That's all I want to see.
Yep. I'll grab it and
Please do not break the tempered glass. It was quite expensive.
I will keep
All right.
a hold of the tempered glass.
So while you guys are having that conversation, Jacob and Diana, you are now not too terribly far away from where the others are. You're not quite in a good line of sight from where they're at because of the way the dock that pier works and the docks come out of it. But you're probably within 300-400 feet from the start of the pier, as far as you can tell. So yeah, you're maybe a little bit more than that, but you guys are now relatively close. But you are down right near the coral breaker.
All right. So, should we? And he's still a little slow with his words because he's got his mind occupied on another issue. Should we let the others know about the boat, or?
She literally told you before we started walking towards the boat, hey, contact the others and tell us to meet at this boat.
Okay. Well, haven't really had the chance to do that. Kind of been thinking. So, do you want me to just stand out here and you go talk to them to see if we can get on, or should I just bring everyone here and then we all get on together?
I will talk to the captain, because quite frankly, Eurydice is probably just going to immediately go into do what we want, or I'm going to stab you. Zeroth's going to consider burning the boat down, and you and Rogar don't exactly have the best track record on not being charmed.
Wow, that's crazy. It's almost as if it only happened once.
Good nice point. Besides, I still need to get Antonio a job.
Alright, that's fine.
So, I promise, I'll be good, I won't do anything stupid, and I will keep my shirt on.
Why was that even an option in that?
Look, there's some things I've done to get things done. We don't talk about it.
You know, this just
That's not
makes the
something
question
to
a lot more difficult to answer. Either
Before
way.
Before I met you.
Cool. I can assume that I have 3. So Jacob's going to send a sending spell.
Okay.
He's going to send it to Rogar.
Okay. Your
And he is going
25
to
words.
say quiet. Yes, he's going to say very quietly. And you know what? He'll say it in Celestial. Just in case Diana's trying to listen in. So, Rodo, we are at Pier 2, looking at the Coral Breaker, correct? DM question,
Yeah.
Coral Breaker?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Coral Breaker.
Pier 2.
Already said that.
Oh, didn't hear you.
That's because he's speaking in Celestial.
No, like, I...
Are the
Years
others
to
with
find.
you? Is there anything that we need to worry about?
Yep.
Why would you ask
Anything that we need to. It stops at anything that we need to.
I thought I was keeping a good track. I had three words left.
Nope.
Oh, great. I have to rephrase this. Oh, well, I guess I didn't hear the end of it, so I guess I don't really need to rephrase it. Just left the other two, heading towards my aunt, picking up my gear. I don't need. Is anything one word or two words?
Anything is one word.
Anything. Woo, okay, man, I've got a lot left.
Counting syllables.
I'm like, oh no. See you soon. Bye. I might have some more words left over.
You have about 4 or 5.
So I may have some more words. Boop.
Yeah. No. Peace out, dude.
That's what you get.
All right. Fuck. Well, I guess that means I need to send a message to the others. So he goes back through the motions and casts sending one more time.
Okay.
He's going to send the message to probably Eurydice, who would most likely understand what the message is.
Okay, go ahead.
So, we are at Pier 2, in front of the Coral Breaker. Most likely going to be our ship leaving. Where are you? Are you still with Zeroth? Is everything okay?
Up.
Does he have more words, or is that it?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Hearing this, Eurydice will snort.
Okay, that's one word.
No!
Breathes through your nose.
What a word.
Okay, this is what she says. Cool. We are there now? No.
That's 5.
Yes. I fucked up. We need to leave soon. She's done.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Is this all in everybody's head, or are you guys saying
No,
this
and then she'll add on a sorry.
No, it's just in the head. Just in the head, and it's only between the two that are sending.
Fuck. Alright, so
She says sorry at the end of that too.
he goes, and now sends a message to Diana.
I'm right next to you.
You're
you
still right next to her.
Oh,
No,
God,
you
she's
guys-
still next to me.
Yeah.
Because I had assumed that she was walking up
No,
to the captain thing, as she said she
waiting
was.
until you talk to everyone so I know they're coming.
Alright, so everyone knows where we are.
Well, you can wait here
I think,
for them to come out.
well, we should probably go get our stuff. If the thing is going to be leaving soon.
When
Did you have your
you
thing?
guys leave there?
Yes, I know. Rogod's not necessarily with everyone else, so I could see if Rogod could potentially grab things at the inn.
Because Diana doesn't carry a lot. Most of what she owns, she carries on her person.
Okay, well that's fine. I was more worried about everyone else's stuff.
That's why, like, what did you guys leave there?
Well, I don't necessarily always have my backpack on me. That has a lot of my extra shit.
Oh wow.
You're like, we're all right
Yeah.
now with like your rations and your bedroll and your crowbar.
And I don't,
Candle.
I don't keep my crowbar on my person.
Exactly! Where else are you gonna keep your pocket sand and your 50 feet of rope?
In the pocket. It's pocket sand.
Or your string or your tinder.
Anyway, what I'm getting at is, in case anyone left their things, we can have them brought.
I guess. I mean, boat leaves tonight, and it's like, what, midday?
It
It's
is
about like
precisely.
it is just a little after 5 p.m.
How did we go from noon to 5 p.m.?
Thing.
You're gonna see
People have
some
been
2
walking.
hours. He spends
Mhm.
2 hours sneaking around the town to get away from the guards.
And I said it was
So
afternoon.
we've been standing at dock
No, I said it was.
2
I said.
for
I said it
5
was.
hours.
No, I said it was afternoon at about that time that you guys arrived there. That doesn't mean like 1 minute means afternoon. That means sometime maybe around like 2, 3. And you
That's
guys... No,
No, that's after.
that's afternoon.
It's 2 or 3 in the evening.
No,
In the afternoon, 4. is
That's
considered
afternoon.
when it hits evening.
Yeah, 4 in the.
yeah.
So we've been standing here for 3 hours doing nothing.
Oh, you were.
No,
I
you've been having
assumed
your
you were-
conversation.
I assumed,
about
like,
proposals.
We
Yes.
had the conversation on the way to the dock.
And some at the dock.
Okay, what I assumed happened is that
3 hours worth?
Jacob
Sure.
went to go find you after you had your emotional breakdown. And you were talking with, the Antonio, and then we did things, and then Eurydice was like, "Hey, I've played with my dog, and I'm gonna go
Just-
out."
Just put it this way for time constraints. You guys had your discussion. Okay? You didn't see too many people around. There was plenty of boxes to hide behind. Maybe had a little bit of fun, and then decided to stand back up and discuss some more.
That's timing.
Make up
I
sex.
mean, she would, but
I'm just saying. Just trying to get everybody together. When you're all split up, sometimes the timing is a little bit off. But then again, that's what we're trying to bring everyone together at the same time. So, all right. So, what is the plan then? Are you doing another
All right.
sending to say, hey, can you pick up our shit, or what?
So, the other two should be arriving shortly. Oh yeah, Eurydice said she fucked up. I don't know what that means. We'll deal with that later.
knowing our luck, she probably stabbed someone.
I mean, fair. All right, and Jig is like, another moment, and he's going to cast sending to Rogar again.
Okay.
Rogar, is there any chance that you can swing by the inn to make sure that all of our stuff is gotten? The ship leaves tonight.
There you go. Excuse me.
And that is the message that goes through.
Yep.
Robert doesn't want to just. He's learned the value of the sending spell.
Well, you don't have to. You don't cast it back.
I know,
You
but
think your
he
spell
understands how important this is. It's like a whole spell slot.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I just don't want to waste it. I can totally get that for you. Might take a little bit longer. Don't worry. Nightmare will help.
There you go. Good enough.
Alright. So Rogar's said that he's going to be getting the stuff. He may take a little longer, but he's going to have Nightmare help.
Whatever
Oh.
that means.
Nightmare,
Okay.
hold this way.
Alright, so anyways, get up there and talk to the person. If we have, a very limited amount of time.
Gotcha. And then Diana will go talk to the captain.
All right. So, then you.
She's going to do the same
Trips
thing
on
she
board.
did with the other boat, which is essentially look for a worker that goes on and off so she knows she's there with it, and ask if she can speak to their captain.
All right. Yeah. You find someone, and they're like, "Yeah, captain's up there," and points up the stairs. Excuse me. Points up a set of stairs that lead up onto they go up one story to one platform where as you get up there's a set of double doors that lead what you assume is into the captain's quarters. And so you make your way in. To the captain's quarters. And as you knock on the door and then open it up, what you see is a
That
very
sounded
large.
So wrong.
Okay.
Sorry,
What you see is
I didn't realize I wasn't muted.
Always forgetting.
You see a very large table and a spread. It's a nice sized room, and you see maps and all sorts of stuff strewn about the table. There seems to be a picture, and there's another double door which you can only assume leads into like the private bedroom chambers or whatever of the captain. And as you are sitting there, or as you're walking in there, sitting in the chair, and let's see if I can find the one I want. Alright. There he is. You see... Come here, you.
Oh, and for safety measures, she's going to, before she walks into the room, she's going to hum just some random ditty that she knows to herself really quick, and use counter charm just in case.
Okay, so Diana's going through there. She's humming. My mother told me someday
I heard that recently on TikTok.
Yeah. Someday I would buy... Actually, the crew is singing that.
Yeah.
But as you walk in doing counter charm, what you see is... Can't really make him sit, so he's standing, but he's sitting. Is a fairly large... You wouldn't even call it a half orc. You'd call it more like a 3/4 orc. But sitting there, dressed in leather armor with a steel breastplate, and feet kicked up on the table full of papers and maps, a stein in one hand, and just drinking it back, and slams it down and says, "Yes, what can I do for you?"
And Diana will walk over and gesture to one of the chairs that's near the table and be like, I heard you're going to across the ocean to the north, and I was wondering if I could talk to you about passage for me and my group.
All right. As you gesture toward the chair, he kind of indicates it like, by all means, have a seat. So, you want passage. You do know where we're going, right?
North, yes. Our goal is to get to the Shifter Kingdom.
Shifter Kingdom. Don't know if I've ever heard of a Shifter Kingdom, but...
And Diana will say the name of the kingdom, because I don't remember what fucking Latin thing we chose.
But, no, he's like, Don't know if I've ever heard of that.
Is there a map on his table?
But there is a map, and what you see... and actually, if you pull out the world map that I've made available to you guys, what you do see is something you really never paid too much attention to before, is from, like, pretty much due north of where you are, as far as you can tell based on the map, is one of the northern continents called Enethir. There also seems to be one that is more to the northeast, called Vorn, which you would know from tales and everything. There was, the Vorn Wars, which happened around 200 or so years ago, which were very, very big and bad thing that happened. But then there's also one that it doesn't even have a name. It's an unexplored continent to the northwest that is, by all means, anyone who's gone to explore it has, for any intents and purposes, has never returned, so no one has ever truly mapped out exactly what it's like. There's just a kind
And
of a
is
general
her-
idea.
Is her kingdom in
In
Anather or more?
Anathyr.
Anathyr. Okay, so what she'll do is, looking at the map, she'll actually point to the generalish area that she remembers the kingdom being. And she's like,
Let me see.
yeah, the kingdom I'm looking for is somewhere in this area, which means we have to get to this, what, country? Continent?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, we can get you there. We're actually swooping past there. Gonna trade with some of the natives, and then well, you don't need to be knowing the rest of our business, but we can get you there.
That would be very appreciated because I know you're leaving tonight and this is very last second, and there is a group of 5 of us. And 2
5.
dogs. And we were going to take a different boat, but the captain decided to try and charm us and take pretty much all of our gold. And I don't take kindly
You were
to that.
dealing with elves, weren't you? Rotten thieving
Incredibly.
bastards.
So, I understand it's last second, and agreement on I don't need to know yours if you don't have to ask ours if you don't really care. We just need to get there
I'll tell you what.
soon.
I'll tell you what. You stay to your cabins for the most part. Don't go where you're not told you can go. But you can hang out on deck, on the main deck,
It's like a challenge.
which is probably. Are any of you seafaring folk? You ever been on the open ocean?
I'd be going nowhere near the edges if you don't mind for the water, and I don't get a lot. Water
Okay.
I can't see the bottom of. And
Just, I would say then your best bet is either be staying below decks and keeping a bucket by your bed.
I get seasick.
Or-
I'm just afraid of falling.
Oh, well, this is for any of you
Will
or
do.
your companions that may need it.
I
Or
would also.
topside, the fresh air can do some wonders. But as long as you don't go where you're not supposed to, I ain't got a problem with it.
That would be
Now.
wonderful. And if any, because I know how dangerous waters can be, if anything were to happen, we would gladly lend our swords to help you. We are all fighters. We know how to handle ourselves if need be.
So
there
you'd
is-
be meaning to pull your weight.
Yes. If you would like the assistance.
Dangerous waters we'd be going through, so perhaps may come up.
You have someone who likes to stab things with a dagger, a giant Goliath, somebody who's a paladin, a wizard, and then me. I'm just here to look pretty.
And that you do. And he kind of winks at you.
There is one other thing I would like to ask. Someone I had met recently was actually the one who let us know about this boat. And he recently lost his job, but he's really good on boats and already knows how to pull his own weight. So I was hoping maybe you might like another crew member?
Hmm.
He's a really sweet, tall half-orc who's just, like, he's really good at following orders and he's really nice.
That's his father.
Half orc, you say? You know what clan?
Did he say what clan he was?
No.
Not that I know of, but I'm sure
I'll
he would
tell
love
you-
to talk about it.
I'll tell you what, though. I'll give you a kind of bladed perception check, and then a bardic knowledge check,
Okay.
assuming you perceive.
Yeah. Alright, 15 plus 6 is 21.
Okay, so bardic knowledge check
Perception?
next. Yeah, that was perception.
What
so
do I
bardic
roll
knowledge.
for the knowledge?
Well, you are a lore bard, So,
Yeah, but like, do I just roll a 20?
no, hold on. Yeah, let me pull it up. It should say, since you are a bard of the College of Lore, it should say under your features and traits for your class.
It doesn't say I have.
Where is that? Huh. I am not seeing that either.
Should it be there?
I'll look it up later. I'll just do it as a history check.
Okay. In the history check, I got a 19.
Okay. You did notice that Antonio had several, did have several, like, some tattoos, some almost look like brandings or scars. You're not. I mean, some were probably from just being a sailor. You know, you're not sure, but you did notice, in particular, that on the side of his neck there was what looked to be almost like a brand, and it looked like a kind of like a curved horn, almost like a tusk or a tooth. Okay.
Diana,
with
on
a drop
the
of
table,
blood, with a drop
the
of
table.
blood coming off of it, and you're pretty
Is
sure
there-
that that's something to do with his clan or
Yeah,
the clan
Diana
of his people.
will point to some of the ink he has on his table and a random piece of paper. Like, I did see one thing that might tell you about a clan. It kind of looked like a horn with like blood on it. It was branded into the side of his neck.
Show me.
And she'll do her best to draw what she remembered seeing.
Okay. Give me a performance check.
Haha! I got a 25.
Too high. Okay.
Too high.
So he looks
I
at
have
it
a
and he
plus
goes,
11 to performance.
yeah. He goes, If you send him my way, I'll have a talk with him. We'll see.
Thank you so much. Thankfully,
Now-
I told him I would not guarantee, but I would try.
Now, there still will be a matter of payment. I'm
It's
not letting
gonna
you
be
ride
like
for free.
1,600 gold worth, is it?
No.
Because that's how much he
This
tried
is
to
a-
swindle us.
This is a long trip, but that seems high. I would charge you no more than 200 per person,
That we can do.
and
Actually,
as long as you take care of food for your animals, they're free. They're free. But you shall have fine accommodations, decent meals, at least as best as we can on such a long voyage, and
One
our
thing
assurance
I
that we
will-
will do our best to get you from here to your destination.
one thing
But
I
once you
should
arrive-
probably warn
Yes.
about.
Hmm.
One of my friends, she's really short. If you tell her not to go somewhere, she's gonna take that as a challenge.
Well, then I leave it on you and the other members of your contingent to keep her in check.
I will
I value
do
my
my
privacy
damnedest.
greatly.
I will do my damnedest.
Thank you.
Eurydice
And
likes information.
And I give you my word that as long as you stick to your end of the bargain, my crew and I will do everything in our power to get you from here to your destination. However, since your destination is inland, our job stops when we drop you off on shore.
Perfectly understandable. I never got your name. I apologize.
It's Argo.
Argo.
Yes.
We're the Argonauts.
Well, thank you, Captain Argo, for accommodating us such short notice and actually hearing me out.
No problem. Just please have your companions and you on ship and ready to go fairly soon. We will be leaving within just a few hours.
Will do. And she will give a little bounce and half salute, and turn and go tell Jacob the good news.
Okay. So now, while you are out there, Zeroth and Eurydice, you were going to go, and Rogar, you were going to go try to pick up the oil real quick and then go grab everybody's stuff and bring it back. Is that correct?
I went off on my own to get the stuff.
Okay, you went to get the stuff, so Zeroth and Eurydice went to get the oil and all that?
As far as I know, I am just carrying somebody and gonna go get some oil.
Okay. Alright, so here's what we're going to do for a little bit... Yes.
Eurydice, after she's gotten that message from Jacob, she will say, hey, we're going to go up, after we get this mineral oil, we'll need to go to the Coral Breaker. It's in the same dock. We just disappeared. We just need to go to that. We're getting out tonight.
Okay.
Diana, when she gets outside, she's going to let Jacob know that we have a few hours to get on the ship.
Alright.
And it is 200 gold per person to accommodate for shelter, food, and ensuring safe passage all the way across. I did let him know that if anything were to attack the boat while we're there, we will help defend the boat, because that's kind of fair. I would like to live and not fall in the water again. No more giant sharks. And he did specify very, very specifically if there are areas he says he does not want us to go in to respect his privacy, and he will respect our privacy, which means someone has to keep an eye on Eurydice at all times.
Alright, so you're her best friend, and you'll be needing to stay, below deck? Yeah, I mean, you two can have, mini play dates or whatever.
I don't seasick, I just don't want to fall in.
Well, I should have. But, I mean, you get what I'm saying. What I'm getting at is, she's your friend. Well, you two are incredibly close together. That is your responsibility.
She's your friend.
The way he phrased it was, it is on me.
I mean, I would have to agree with him, as I don't know how much Eurydice would listen to me.
Are on me.
Well, I mean, frankly,
We all need somebody to lean on, though.
I'll be fine even without someone watching over me, because I don't plan on doing things stupid.
But no, he did explicitly say he will do his damnedest to ensure safe passage all the way across, but once he drops us off that shore, we are no longer his issue.
I mean, that makes sense. I wouldn't want him to go in on...
And he agreed to talk to Antonio and see if he can have a job on the boat, so we win.
That's cool, I guess.
Now I just need to wait for Antonio to get here so I can let him know.
Okay. Alright, so for a little bit of
could
time
you do that?
compression...
That would be really nice. Let him
For
know
a
he
little
needs to
bit
get
of
back to
time
the-
compression,
Blah, blah, blah,
what
blah.
we're going to do is we are going to say that Zeroth and Eurydice, you're able to be carried in the apple sack quite nicely. Zeroth, you do manage to find some of this mineral oil. You're not exactly sure how many of these glass bottles that Rogar got that it will fill, but because you're probably gonna have to experiment with how full to fill them, that kind of stuff. But you figure you could probably fill half of them completely full of oil. So however much you manipulate, use a little less here, you might be able to level it out better and get the right amounts. And Rogar, you're able to pick up everything from the inn and from your aunt without an issue. And all of you manage to make it back to the dock and meet at the dock. And we are going to say that it looks like by the time everybody's got all their stuff together and ready to go, it looks like the deckhands are starting to make sure everything is tied down and secured, stowed for sea, and they're starting to get ready to unmoor the ship. May take them a little bit of time. It is a very large ship, but the process is underway. And at this point, I think we are going to go ahead and take a 10-minute bio break for anyone who needs it.
Yes.
So I know I need it, so we'll go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and we'll be right back.
Sweet.
Yep, no clue how that happened. Alright, so since everyone is back and ready, we are going to go ahead and cut our break just a little bit short because everyone's already ready. So, excuse me, thanks for sticking with us. Ready as in we're ready. So, so you guys got all your stuff, and I assume you are boarding the ship.
I'm not letting Yuri out of the sack for a while.
What did you do?
Okay.
Was I right? Did you try to stab someone?
No.
Try
to get money.
someone.
Yes.
Well,
would-
I mean,
God.
it's one of the two, so
You can't blame us for immediately thinking you killed someone.
I didn't immediately think that. I mean, we have a discussion about
it's
it.
been
You
a while
agreed.
since she just outright killed someone. Okay.
I mean, I tried to
I
kill
know.
someone, but he hit me first, so I decided to thunder step away. But you know,
You know
Yeah,
what?
you
I'm
picked that
proud
up.
of you for not
Yeah, I
picking
did.
the fight.
Very loud spell, so.
So you just talking to her through a sack, by the way.
I know.
yes, yes. Like, I imagine like there's this one little hole that she could get her eye through, like look through.
I tried to pull up Microsoft Paint, but I don't have it. I was gonna draw it.
And I have a feeling Diana's on the deck with the group, explaining to everyone, mainly Eurydice, what not to do. And I just imagine the captain's like standing back talking to his crew, and he just hears her scolding this tiny little elf girl, like, don't go in areas you're not supposed to, don't stab people, don't steal
Who's
things.
in a sack? She's in a sack. So
And it's just like, I understand you're curious, but my safety is on the line if you do dumb things.
okay.
Alright.
Contrary contrary to popular belief, this fox is not a good swimmer.
Oh, once we hit land, I will need to kill, several peoples, so I can actually, Demon Daddy will know I still love him, so...
Hey, can you technically sacrifice fish to him and be like, hey, I got nothing else?
I mean, I could sacrifice, 50 gold, every week.
Do you have enough money for that?
I have enough money for that, I hope.
50 gold a week?
It's not every day.
A week? We're gonna be on this boat for 3 months, Eurydice.
Okay. How long are the weeks in
Damn,
this world?
600. There's only 600 gold.
Yeah, I've got 900, so...
Don't forget the 200 you owe him.
That's not enough.
You'll have 100 gold left.
Okay. I'll make some more.
You'll make some more.
There'll be more coming around.
When those
Crunch all you
dumbasses
want,
come
we'll make 'em
around,
more.
when those dumbasses come around, I'll take it off of them.
And
Alright.
but Diana will point out, because they're on the boat now, and she'll pull up a map Jacob has and explain where the general area, what continent they're going to, and then the general area they have to get to get to her kingdom.
Okay.
While she's explaining this, it dawns on Eurydice that the dumbasses they have summoned to your kingdom probably don't know where it is.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have to contact them and let them know, hey, it's this continent, and you're gonna go north in this direction.
Yeah, and I have a feeling the guy I was talking to last time will not be able to remember any of that.
Wasn't there another one, Orion or something? That was the
Yeah.
actual, smart one of the group?
I think so. I think he was the guy I punched.
Wasn't that Orion? Goggles?
I don't know. But we can just ask him and then never talk to him. We can ask the blonde dude and then just never talk to him again.
Okay, that works, I guess.
Oh,
All right.
and
Yes.
out of earshot of the rest of the crew and stuff, we do not mention anything about the stone, period.
Or the cat.
And specifically, and he's going to look at Diana, you keep that thing hidden the entire time we are here.
I had no intention of pulling it out unless, dire fucking situations that require immediate contact with somebody that you can't reach.
I would still prefer that to not even be an option, at least while we're on this
We
boat.
still have to. We need to at least contact the dumbasses so they know where to go.
Okay, I can talk to them. I've done it once for you. I can do it again.
Okay. Okay. Do you have enough spell slots to do this?
I have plenty. I haven't really used much.
Okay.
I have 3 more chances of being able to talk to them.
While they're doing that, Diana's actually gonna start. I just saw tentacles.
What?
No, you
Why
didn't.
are there tentacles?
Don't worry about
You
it.
said nothing.
I know what I saw.
No, you didn't see anything.
Well,
What should be saying is, what's crack-a-lackin'?
How dare you?
Don't worry
So-
about it.
Eurydice will describe Lee to Jacob. And,
Okay.
Just ask him who the smartest person in their party is, because he's a complete dumbass and will not remember anything you tell him. So,
While they do that, Diana's actually gonna start looking around to see if Antonio made it.
Okay, so as you guys get all boarded up with your quarters on the ship, you're all set, and the ship actually pushes off from the pier, from the docks, and sets out to sea. You're taking the first day, and the first day is nice. It is nice weather. There's a good stiff breeze. You're getting some good progress pulling away from the port. And sure enough, Diana, you see with a big smile on his face, soon to be twirling up some of the ropes, from the mooring ropes, and making sure that they are stacked properly and put away properly, is Antonio.
Upon seeing Antonio, she's just gonna like immediately perk up, throw her arms up, and just yell his name in delight.
Antonio!
And he turns around, looks, and you see a big grin on his face. He says, "Ah, my friend, Diana! It is good to see you."
I'm glad you got the job on here.
I would not if it were not for you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Hey, look at this. At least now you're working for an orc instead of a drow.
Yes. Captain Argo is strict, but very fair.
I would say
like
he's
it
only
very
charging
much.
1,000 gold for this entire trip in total rather than 1,600.
He is a decent man. Definitely a decent man.
Hey, can you do me a favor? So, do you remember the short little elf that was with us? The brunette one?
He hasn't seen her yet. He has not seen her. Oh wait, no, he did. That's right. Eurydice was with you when you first went. Yes. What about her?
Do me a favor. If I am not around her, please keep an eye on her because she has a tendency to stick her nose where it doesn't need to be.
Yeah.
So if she's doing something stupid or something she's not supposed to, please contact me.
That I can do.
Thank you.
But I must get back to work. I'm new here. Need to make a good impression with the boss, you know. So
and Diana will go back over to the room.
All right. Now, while you're on the ship, you have many, many days of travel ahead of you, and from asking around and talking to deckhands or to the first mate or the captain or Antonio, you find out that it looks like the weather is going to be decent, at least for the first few days, based on the signs they're seeing. But they can't really, you can't really predict much more than a couple days out. And the further out you try to predict, the less accurate you are. But it's looking pretty good for the first few days. But even if the weather gets a little bit rough, which on a journey like this, it's bound to at least at one point or another. This is a sturdy ship. It's a big ship. They don't foresee any problems. But they do foresee, for you guys specifically, probably a lot of boredom. So you can do, whatever you wish as far as with your own personal time, because you'll have lots of it. Do you wish to study? Do you wish to work on things? Do you wish to spar on the main decks? Whatever. The things like that are completely up to you guys.
I have a thing I want to do.
Okay, go ahead.
Diana's actually going to try to go find the captain, and because this is what looks to be a military ship to a certain degree, based on how you described it. And she's actually going to go to the captain, and if he's not busy at some point during whenever, and ask him, could I actually talk to you about how you handle your crew and how you order them to fight in large battle scenarios? And try to learn what it would take to essentially work on battle maneuvers or how to handle large groups of people moving in different areas, so that way when she's fighting her mom, if she has multiple people, she has a relative idea on how to separate people and how to separate them and send them where to do what.
Okay, well, it's actually very easy to find the captain most days. He actually seems to be very involved. He doesn't micromanage his people, but he does like to be present on deck and take part in the duties. He's not a an armchair warrior. He likes to lead by example. So he takes his turn at the helm. Most days he will spend quite a bit of time at the helm, but he will also spend time walking in and amongst the crew and lending a hand here and there with tasks that they are working on. So he seems like he's very involved. It's not hard to find him wandering around. You manage to do so, and you ask him about this, and he says, "You wish to learn naval strategy."
Naval or fighting strategy in general. It's gonna come into a big play in my life here soon-ish, regrettably.
I cannot tell you much other than experience is the teacher. And what I could offer you, my experience is in naval combat, and my men, they follow because I put them before myself. And we all put this ship above all. This ship is our livelihood. Without it, we have nothing.
So how did you become a captain? Did you just fall into it? Did you kind of take the role from someone else?
Let's just say I was born with the sea in my blood. And I've always been on the waves. It was inevitable.
So, hypothetically speaking, if someone had to challenge a person of them for power, not on a boat, but in in family setting, how would you go about that?
You sound more like an orc than a shifter.
It's very my life is very complicated. A lot of things all at once. Kind of have to learn a lot in a short span of time. And I love my friends, but to a certain degree, they're kind of biased.
Well,
so my
let's
thought
just say
process
challenges amongst family members for positions of power are not unheard of in my tribe.
So do you have any suggestions or tips?
Yes. There is no such thing as a fair fight. The only fair is who wins.
That's some good life advice right there.
So, also speaking for my own anxiety, what kind of monsters are we talking that might crop up and drown me, us, it? Oh.
He pulls out. He kind of puts his arm on your shoulder and says, "Walk with me," and he takes you to his cabin and to the table with the maps on it, and he rolls open one of the maps of. To you, it looks like scribbles. This is not land. This is all just open ocean. These are just ocean charts, and he explains to you that these are the currents and everything, and you're seeing this, and this, kind of out of metagame here, this looks like one of those old freaking maps that you see with, there's a squirrely, serpentine dragon picture in one corner, and yeah, it is a giant fish in another, they're all over, and it says, as you can see, and he's pointing to these things, dangers abound everywhere.
And so Diana's just gonna chill with the captain for a while, ask questions, try to learn things, be it stories or advice or information on different creatures they might run into and so on and so forth.
Okay. All right.
And get a feel for like what they do around the ship, just to kind of like see a leader role in person.
Yeah, kind of see
to try and
what
pick up tips. And...
Yeah. Try to pick up some of the leadership qualities and understand it better. I gotcha. All right. So for the rest of you, anything in particular you're trying to do?
I want to hear the conversation. I want to hear at least part of the conversation with the dumbass who's got to answer. Who's the smartest person in your party? Question.
Okay,
yeah.
Who? What conversation now? I'm confused because the
This-
dumbasses aren't here.
Casted sending
Oh, okay.
to Lee to try to figure out which one in their group is considered the smartest.
Yes.
Okay.
Because Lee, from what Eurydice knows, is just not smart at all.
Okay. Hold on one second.
Do you have to pull up the document?
No, that's not what I'm working on. But I do have to do that as well. It's just something I had to answer a question real quick. Alright, so that's going to be right here. And now if I can just find what I named it. Come on.
No, sports.
Man, where is it? I might have to have you send that to me again. I can't find it right now.
I was gonna say, this should be when projector voice pops in with long dead silences.
I cannot find it, damn it.
Found it. Gave it to you.
Okay. There we go. Thank you. Making my life easier.
And then you've
Alright,
got all the
there we
character
go.
sheet.
Yeah. Alright. Okay, so go ahead with exactly what you say there, Jacob. Since you're
Alright.
doing the sending message, or the sending spell.
Hello, Lee. This is. Well, no, he's already started. So, okay. Hello, Lee. This is Jacob, friend of Eurydice's, asking for which one of you is the smartest in your entourage.
You know what that word means.
If you don't know what that word means, group.
Okay. Alright, so.
Tell me. No, better yet.
Well,
go.
you've already. No, that. That's all.
He hasn't made it to 25 yet.
Are you sure?
The last bit would have been about 18.
Okay.
Actually, tell me who knows what entourage means.
Kind of sound like a dick. I understand why you're asking him this way, but it sounds like you're a real jerk.
But it's great, and I love it.
It is. I fucking love it.
Okay. So. He's like, guys, somebody just. You're hearing this. This is the message you're getting. Guys, somebody just asked in my head what entourage means. Do you know what entourage means?
It sounds like Dora. It's like, do you know?
I'm not stupid, Orion. Well, of course I know what entourage means. Yeah, don't rub it in, Orion. Okay, fine. And that's it.
Alright, so I can assume that Orion in that group is the smart one. Seems to comment on how stupid, so do you know what Orion looks like?
I think he was the guy I punched at Bennett's Bridge.
I need more than the guy you punched.
He's like a little taller than me, maybe a couple inches. Brown hair, blue eyes. Looks like an engineer. Might be an artificer. I don't know. There's goggles. It's his belt.
Okay, do you know his race? Did you say his race?
He had pointed ears, so either a half elf or an elf.
Okay. I will try to send a message to Orion with the information that I was given.
He's a friend of Lee's.
Okay.
Hello, Orion. Just spoke to Lee. We are on the way to the north. Out of character, we've already discussed what continent it was.
Yep.
Yes,
it
Anather.
is.
And I also gave
Anather?
you guys
Yep.
Yeah, Anather. And
Anathir. Enathir. Anathir.
Yeah, and she explained where on the continent.
Yep.
Things were.
Anather, make your way there as soon as possible. Good luck. That's it.
Yeah, that was exactly it. All right. You hear back. Okay. So, heading to Anathir. You want us to meet you there. Sounds like a plan. I'll let the others know. Bye.
Well, I guess the information got through to them, so maybe we'll see them. We don't know.
Oh, good. And I wonder how they react to who's the smartest. Who's the smartest? That'll cause some chaos. I thrive on chaos, so.
And that does not surprise me.
All right.
Oh, I just remembered one thing.
Hold on. Anything else, like long-term plans for this voyage, for your long days? Is there any certain things that you are trying to work on long-term that you are going to want to use these days to do?
Eurydice wants to get better at her stealth, so she's just gonna hide everywhere.
Okay. So you're practicing stealth. Okay.
Yes.
Jacob is going to spend half the time, or he's going to read fully through the tactics book that they got from the fort of all military strategies and tactics.
Okay.
And formations and stuff like that. And then he is going to spend the rest of his time researching towards his plan.
Okay. All right.
Zerath wants to spend the majority of his time learning how to create his little bombs if he's allowed to.
Okay,
I
so
was
you're going
literally
to
just messaging him.
Yep.
You're
going to attempt to experiment. Okay.
I was gonna warn him about Gerald's newfound interest in explodies.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. For you, Zeroth, we're going to have one roll a day. And as this, actually, we'll, because it's a long journey, we'll go one roll for a week.
Okay.
Same with you, Jacob. If you're trying to formulate a plan. And for you, Zeroth, it's really just to see that you don't botch and end up blowing something or yourself up.
Okay.
And
I have
you're
a weird
attempting to
question.
make. Hold on. You're attempting to make progress in figuring out really how to create this and create something here. But it's, you're, if you botch, if you make a big time failure, then we're looking at possible explosion and loss of a lot of materials.
Well, I have a question
So,
that pertains to this.
mhm.
My tiny hut, nothing can go in or out. If she makes the tiny hut, can he practice in there to try and minimize damage if something goes wrong? Because it's not a
it's only going to
concentration.
damage you and him then.
Yep.
And
Oh, yeah, I have to stay
and the
inside it.
floorboards. Yeah.
Well,
So
stand
yeah, by
behind
all
me.
means, go ahead.
Oh no, I have
take all
other
of it.
shit.
So never mind.
Um,
Alright, I got a 19.
okay.
Okay. All right, hold on. Also for Jacob, if you are trying to learn some strategy, same kind of thing. You're basically, I'm going to have you roll once per week, and just to see if you make progress towards a goal that basically, Zeroth, if you have enough progress over the course of this journey, you will have figured out how to do these things pretty, like you can do them, and then it's just a matter of, how well you do it each time and how much time it takes. But over the course of this journey, figuring out, can you do them? For Jacob, there is a potential bonus if you get enough progress in your studies on this. Anyone else have anything like that? Like Eurydice, you said you wanted to improve your stealth?
Yeah.
Okay, now for something like that, we do have methods to increase skills with those inspiration points.
I know. I've only got like one.
But what I will say is, go ahead and keep track. You also can roll once per week. Go ahead and keep track of how many successes you have versus complete failures. Zeroth, or Rogar, is there anything that you want to work on during this trip?
Rogar will probably just stay in his room unless asked for. He'll pray some
How many
lot.
times are you rolling?
I'll get to that. And then Diana, you were going to work on towards Orc, right?
Yeah, orc and just learning knowledge on like how to handle large
Okay.
groups of people.
So I will have you do a roll as well. So here's what we're doing. For Zeroth, it is going to be, we'll call it a wisdom check.
Okay.
For Diana and Jacob, they're intelligence checks.
Okay.
For Eurydice, it's more of a practice, like a skill. I'll say we'll call that a dexterity check. And Rogar, I'm gonna let you roll wisdom checks as you're praying and meditating. And the DC you guys need to hit in order to make progress is 15. These are not saving throws, by the way. These are just straight checks. DC you need to make progress is 15. As long as you don't get under a 5, like 5 or below, nothing bad's going to happen.
How many times do you want us to roll?
Well, here's the thing. This is a 3-month journey, so we're going to start week by week. So first week, go ahead and everyone can roll for the first week.
I got a 15.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
21.
I got a 17.
I got a
Okay, so everyone has one success except Rogar missed it by one. Okay. Second week of journey. Now the seas have been pretty kind, by the way. They've been relatively relaxed. So, second week of your travels, you've seen some pretty big waves, but the weather itself has held. It's just this is starting to get into the big deep sea here. So, second week rolls, please.
9.
unnatural 20.
16.
Nice. 17.
Okay. So you got a natural 20, Rogar? Nice.
No, unnatural.
Unnatural. Okay. Dirty 20. All right.
And before
Diana?
we head next... Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Diana, what'd you get?
I didn't roll yet.
Ah,
Maybe we should.
16.
okay. All right. Jacob, what is it?
Before, the weekends, he would actually go and knock on... Well, walk over to wherever Rogar's cabin area would be.
Okay.
And if the door is closed, he'll knock slightly on it.
Okay. All right. So you're heading over to the cabin area.
So, Rogar, we kind of started something.
Kind of is a strong word.
We did start something, so...
I blame the Inferno. Let's not name any names. But
Oh, I was...
that person.
I was not going into that. Oh, goodness.
Oh, you mean the other thing? Oh,
I was talking about the Order, but,
very awkward. I thought we were talking about the war that we just started.
it just kind of ignited the battles again.
Fire started a war.
Yeah.
Yes, the Order.
So, I know that we're going to be like the Sanctum Vipera, but what extent, what are we going to be doing? Is it the idea of just protecting the peace, or just helping those in need?
I feel like it would be a blend of the two. Keeping the peace, of course, should be first, and then tending to the needs of the people should immediately follow second.
Right? But which people? Because that can get very complicated when you talk about different groups of people being different ways. As we both know, the North and the South are completely different, and that's just 2 countries.
I feel that if we create some sort of... I don't know how to describe it. If we create some sort of... You ask for our help, and then we'll evaluate the situation.
So a
Council?
I guess in the best way, a bounty board, or some type of mission board.
Mission, yes, a mission board. Well, because I'm sure once our army grows stronger, it'll be able to, extend its reach to other worlds. Realms, no. Lands, there we go. Maybe realms.
Definitely realms too, yeah.
That'd be kind of dope.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. I've been thinking of something. I'm on the cusp of trying to figure out something, but it may take a long time. A very long time. But there's potential for it as a way for the Order to be able to move from place to place without...
Teleportation circles.
Kind of. It's a little more complicated, but like I said, I'm still figuring things out.
That's the only teleportation form I know. Oh, besides like D-Door and T-Stop.
Do you just call them by the short names, or?
Rogar said the whole thing. Entire name. Shorten words for everything now.
Or like, I like to cast F-Ball,
Yeah.
or D-Ray, or, you know.
I'm edgy now. Rogar's going to edge.
Rage Blast.
Key Blast, nice.
But, so, alright, I was just kind of trying to figure out exactly what we're going to be pushing for before we just kind of do random shit, calling us like that. So, also, we haven't really brought it up with anyone else yet, but should we?
Maybe after this whole mother-daughter conflict. I feel like that'd be a lot on someone's plate. Be like, oh, they've also started an army. On top of, I now have to kill my mom. I don't know how close she is with her mother. I'm assuming not close at all, since she wants to murder her.
How? Well,
Close enough to stab.
she hasn't really been home in like most of her life.
I fully almost understand that.
Yeah, so
I was sold.
things about it that were not pleasant. Very not pleasant. But I digress. So that was one thing to talk about. I mean, we could also briefly talk about how we're feeling about what's happening at the cuts now.
Okay. So we're back onto this.
Yeah, we're back to the first topic.
Okay.
That's the first topic. But here we are.
Yeah, I feel that
In a way, it's obviously a bad thing. But in its
Yeah.
own right, it's also beneficial.
I mean, it could be. I mean, fueling a fire for me to succeed both fronts.
Well, put it to you this way. If they're currently in war, they have other things to focus on rather than us.
Yeah.
So if we go in and try to cut the heads off of some of these higher up powers, who's to say that we can take each side deliberately and then bring it all together?
Very true. I think in case of an emergency, we should one of these days send Giselle a message. And I guess send your sisters a message, since my steed can carry people. Or they could hitch a cart to my steed. I mean, I left her a large sum of money.
Right.
Just for, since they're our immediate son. They should at least be safe. And probably give them an up-to-date of where we are in case, that something does go south.
Right, that would not be a bad idea. I'll probably handle that in the month.
Oh, wait a second. No, I think that was... Oh, Oak's tribe is really far away from where we were, right? From, like, the cuts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we can't send them there. Too far.
No, we could not.
I mean, my horse doesn't need to eat or drink. It can just go.
I mean, fair enough. There is something that I've also been thinking about. You could also send, oh goodness, the two sisters, that were traveling all the way. Yes, we could send them that way, and then we could send all of them potentially to where we kind of set the Order's headquarters.
Oh, yes.
Way to help them.
Yes. And it would be easier for everyone to meet there and have a
Oh, it's not your
line.
No, it's fine. So that's potentials for later. Obviously,
Yeah.
first thing up is this top thing. But we shall see from there.
Definitely. I'll make sure to, I'll think of some ideas while we're traveling. I'm pretty sure the order might come in more handy for, also diplomatic things, third party, whatever you want to call it. Not intermission, mediators, there we go.
Smart idea. Alright. Well, that's all I was going to come and bug you for, so I will leave you to have a good rest of your day. May Tenebrous you know what, I'm not good with that kind of thing.
May Tenebrous shroud your path.
Oh, okay, that's what... Okay. So may Tenebrous shroud your path, right?
Yes, I should learn Pass Without Trace.
That's probably a good idea. That would be
very helpful.
That'd be a good one.
Alright, so Adios back to Fuego. And then he leaves.
Alright. Anybody else got anything special they want to do this week?
Is this a new week or the first week?
This is week 2. You already made your rolls for it as well, but yeah. Zerath, you were saying?
I'm gonna go ask the captain permission if I can go sit in the crow's nest, fiddle around up there.
Thank God Diana's already explained to him, like, yeah, by the way, one of my friends kind of started to get into explodey thing. I don't know what to tell you.
So you're asking him if you can go play with explodey things in the crow's nest.
If I'm high up, less damage.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
That would honestly be the best policy there. I mean, otherwise I could just say I need to go there for some fresh air.
Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
At least you're being honest.
It's persuasion.
Alright, 17 with a -1, so 16.
Okay. Alright. He looks at you and he says, alright, but if you damage any of my mast, I'll be upset.
Well, I would understand rightfully so. I'll do my best to not mess up.
Also, whatever you break, you gotta fix. Fair enough?
No, that's fair enough.
Alright. Off with you then.
And Xeroth will skip to his loo up to the mess.
Alright.
Just imagining this tall Goliath just skipping in glee that he gets to play with explodey things.
Alright. So you head up into the mast. Okay. Anybody else have anything, additional besides the main things we talked about that you want to do this week or on any particular day this week?
Eurydice, she's gonna see if she can pick up any juicy gossip and write it down on a piece of paper and then sacrifice it to the demon because he likes information as well as stuff.
All right. I will say you're going to have to give me an investigation check. You're trying to, to root out where the gossip is. Maybe listen in on some. So you're trying to find out who's talking gossip, or trying to prod someone for gossip. So you're trying to investigate.
She's using her stealth practice time to listen to people.
Okay, so you're just trying to. Okay. I still think it's going to be an investigation check because you have to investigate where should I be to try to listen in.
I got a 19.
Okay. Did you hear? Captain allowed women on board. Yeah, not just any kind of women. Pretty ones. Yeah. Yeah. You think I got a chance? You? You're uglier than my mother!
Eurydice will get out of her hiding spot. She'll say, you don't have a chance with any of them. Walk away.
And one of them starts laughing, slaps the other one, right, like across the shoulder. I told you he's ugly.
Not because of that.
Then you also hear, in another conversation. Actually, you'd have to roll another investigation to get anything else.
Natural 20. So the 26.
26. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so hold on. I got a couple of things I gotta send answers to here because I got some questions on there.
Wait, you don't really need to give me answers.
No. This is important.
Okay. Because if it was just mundane shit, I'm still gonna write it down, but you don't need to tell me.
Oh no, you.
But if it's good kush, then...
Good kush. Just imagining Diana's laying on the deck somewhere, just talking to some of the crewmates, and she's laying on her back, just playing with one of the loose pieces of string somewhere. The captain wanted a break from all her pestering.
Ooh.
Okay, and that is all you hear before they are out of earshot.
Ooh. Eurydice will proceed to investigate this further. Come on.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright,
fuck
there.
me.
And if it
that
leads
answers
to
your
anything,
question there, Diana, basically.
She's curious now.
Okay.
And there's no stopping Eurydice when she's curious.
Yes, she is like the proverbial cat.
This isn't gonna be fun!
Satisfaction brought it back.
Mm-hmm.
So, I sent you that.
You
This
sent
would be
me what you
interesting.
rolled? Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah!
That's low. That's low.
It is 2 points away from disaster.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's not
Still gonna
disaster.
be really messy.
Yeah, well, you know what happens.
You know what? The way I'm gonna go about this one, because it's kind of early on, despite it being a really low roll.
Yeah.
Diana's gonna be standing with, possibly Eurydice and Jacob at one point, just
If she's
hanging
not
out.
hiding.
Yeah. No, at some point during the week, just kind of talking to each other. And she's going to randomly just start vomiting everything out over the side of the ship.
Must be the waves. Must be seasickness. It's pretty bad here.
And she's, as she's throwing up, she's gonna start crying, but she doesn't know why she's crying.
Is this a girl thing, Eurydice?
God, I hope so.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know what girl things are.
Oh boy.
Well, no, I know what girl things are. I just don't I don't have these reactions. But I'll handle it.
Okay, cool.
And if I have had one of these reactions, I don't remember it. So
If Jacob tries to leave, Diana's gonna start whining
Okay,
and
so
get very clean.
I guess I'm not moving.
And
He's gonna ask, is this a girl issue?
And Diana's
sometime.
while she's crying, she's like, I don't know what's going on, and everything smells bad, and I can't hold down any of my food, and I just want it to stop, and I don't know why I haven't been puking for the past week, and everything's just, what if something goes wrong? What if I can't fight her? And she's just gonna go on to a random tangent.
So, okay, I guess we're doing it now. Eurydice, you can go if you want, you don't have to sit here.
Yeah, and Eurydice will go until
No. And when Eurydice tries to turn and leave, Diana's immediately gonna look at her and go, and I treat you like such a bad friend. I never do enough to actually help you, and I don't actually apologize, and I drag you into things. And
Did you get into the, like, stash of, like, drinks or something? Like, what's going
no,
on?
I wish I did. Be better than this. And she just starts crying harder.
Well, Eurydice will just stay, and she'll just like pat her back. Just like, it's okay. You're
And
a
then
good friend.
20 minutes later, she's perfectly fine. It's like it didn't even happen.
I'm having the flash.
She's gonna just look over at Eurydice. She's like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't know, dude.
Okay.
Can Eurydice make an investigation check?
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Are you gonna do anything else with that info, or are you going
Yes.
to?
Eurydice will just like look at Diana and just squint really
Oh
hard.
no! Oh, that. Okay. I
Yeah.
was talking about what you had heard. All right. You want to do an investigation? I would say this is actually more of an insight.
Okay,
Jacob
I'm
would like
good at that.
what's going on.
19.
19.
11.
Do you want me to answer? Do you want to answer?
Well, that's
It'd be a whisper.
I know as a player, so
Yeah. So yeah, I would say it's. Hold on.
My bad.
So.
Right.
So while we're hashing this part out, is there anything you want to do on the other information that you got secretly?
Yes.
Are you going to tell anybody, or are you just going to hold on to it?
she's gonna keep it to herself for a while. And she'll like
Okay.
slowly investigate it throughout the personal trip. She's not gonna make like a bunch of headway at the beginning, so that's gonna set it all off. Ah! I'd rather find out at the end and then kill everyone if there's a problem. When they're already there.
Do you want me to just explain this?
No, I
Or
got
her
it.
role?
It's alright, I got it. Okay, so as far as you can tell, it's pretty rough seas out today. I mean, it's not storming or anything, but the waves are pretty high. And I mean, as much as she was throwing up, that's gotta suck.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. That's all either of you get out of this right now.
Okay.
It's she just got violently ill, and that sucks. Hate to be anyone in that kind of situation, you know. Well, hopefully some good rest will make her feel better. All right, so it is now into the third week of
I need to make her
traveling
roll.
on the seas. Mm-hmm.
17.
No, you made your roll for the second week. We already rolled for those earlier, Diana.
You said third week.
Right,
Yeah, it's now the third week. We haven't made a
Yeah,
roll
I
for
have
those
to
yet.
roll.
Yeah, everybody does.
I know.
Okay, so what'd you get?
I rolled several times and I wrote it all down.
Oh, nice. Okay. So it was
Natural
yours.
20 for a 25.
Nice.
I got it. 17.
Okay.
15.
Alright.
I also got a 15.
Alright, good. Okay. So no random explosions thus far. That's a good thing.
Yay.
Okay.
Diana,
Go ahead.
can Diana, like, she's gonna go talk to Eurydice, because she would have noticed her kind of, like, skulking around to a certain degree,
Mm-hmm.
because it's Eurydice, and Diana already expected her to be doing that.
Yeah.
So
Can we
Diana's...
find her?
That won't be hard, I can just track her scent. But Diana will go find Eurydice and talk to her at some point during the week. Like, so, anything interesting with all your sneaking?
Well, I did overhear a couple of crew members saying that they aren't feeling too easy with the cargo, air quotes cargo, that they have on board, and that they are wondering why they have to take so many. So, I'm thinking either human trafficking or something else.
I would say I could look around under the deck really quick. Actually, I have an idea.
Let's just let this play out for the rest of the
I was just gonna ask the captain to give me a tour of the ship.
Well, let's...
I've been getting good with him.
No, I understand that. But I don't want to set him off that we might know anything. And if...
Well, no, I've been asking him to show me different things to begin with and whatnot, so it'll just be more of my annoying questions on how to learn things.
Yeah, but this is my project.
Well, fine then. I didn't want to help you anyway. And at that, Diana is going to get slightly teary-eyed and just kind of like up off.
Well, no, like, just like, Diana, I appreciate I appreciate the offer, but I would like to do this my way, as just let things progress naturally. And once we get to where we need to go, if we found out what the cargo is, then we take action because we're already at
No, it's fine. I get it. I can't really be trusted to do things anymore anyway, so...
No, you're completely trusted. I can do this my way for just whatever.
Alright. Okay, so are you walking somewhere on the ship to go try to investigate this Eurydice or gather more information of any kind? Okay, where are you going first?
Is there like a place where people are like all the crewmates like hang out, like I don't know, eat something?
They seem to go below decks, but that is one of the places that you've been told that's for crew only. There's nothing there for you, so just stick to up here.
Yeah, she's gonna go below deck.
So you're gonna try to slip below decks, okay? So you're trying to start making your way sneakily below decks. Diana, did you kind of huff off to your own?
Diana actually, after
we lost
calming
Rogar.
down. Yeah, he's having issues with his internet.
Oh man.
He'll be back in a little bit.
Good.
Diana is actually going to go talk to the captain again. And she is actually going to ask him if they have any healers on the ship.
Okay, so you're going to the captain?
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to go try to find the captain. Asking around, it looks like he's in his quarters, so you're heading that way. Jacob, what are you doing right now?
What would he be doing right now?
Yeah, what is Jacob doing right now?
Well, if he's not in his books, he would be just kind of up on the top of the deck, just looking out. into the ocean.
Okay, so like the fore or the aft part of the ship?
Oh boy, you'd think
Do you wanna be-
all the
Did you want to be like
front or back? Is
Up
that what you're
on-
asking, basically?
up on? Yeah. Do you want to be up on the foredeck, or
You want a
would you rather
Titanic
be
this,
back by
or-
the helm, or?
I'd be closer to the helm then, yeah.
Okay, so you'd be on the aft end, up near the helm. Okay, so kind of looking out. Did we get Rogar back? It
Yeah,
looks
I'm
like we
here.
may have. Okay, so where are you right now? What are you doing during this period of time?
Rogar has not left his room.
Okay, so you're hanging out in your room. Okay. Alright. So, and then Zeroth. Are you up in the crow's nest again? You're still up in the crow's nest playing. Alright.
Very dangerous playing, but yes.
Okay. So, there we go. So, while you guys are going to those places, all of a sudden, you hear the wind start to pick up a lot.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
And as that wind starts picking up, so do the waves. And the ship starts really rocking. And then
Terrified fox screeching. Just, no.
I need... And hold on, I need to put you way up here, because you're up here.
I
You're
do
in the
need
crow's
more of that.
So I
to the
need
map.
Zeroth. I need Zeroth, Jacob, and Diana. Because Eurydice, you were kind of starting to make your way down. I need you three to roll perception checks.
Okay. Natural 20 for a 23.
Okay.
3 plus a 4. I got 7.
Nice.
Okay.
Too busy playing with my box.
I got a
Well,
23!
All right. I'm actually going to give you advantage, though, Zeroth, because you're up in the crow's nest. So you can roll again.
17 to 10.
Okay. All right.
And I
so
got a 23.
yeah, you and Jacob had 23s, and he had a 17, so that's good enough. You, all three of you, as well as the captain and several other crew members, are pointing as you see, like directly in the path of the ship, not but a couple 100 feet away. It seems like this weird vortex of swirling colors and energy and sparks is just appeared. A fog has rolled in across the entire ship, and everything starts to take on this green hue, and you can see this weird vortex that's seeming to grow and grow, to be bigger and bigger. You can't tell whether it's you getting closer to it at a rapid pace, or it's actually growing, or a combination of both, as different colors of energy seem to be swirling in and around it. You see sparks of electricity, lightning firing here and there. Is this from a storm cloud? What is this? And then the three of you happen to notice that amidst all this, the captain yells out and he says, "No! Damn it! Thought we'd avoid it this time!" And now I'm just trying to get these damn things to work, right? Come on, you.
Question, would
There
this
we
be
go.
one of the things Diana had asked the captain about that they might run During all the time she's
he
been
pointed
talking to him and whatnot.
he pointed to lots of things on the map. He said there's lots of things, and this.
Yeah, but I would have asked specific questions.
Oh boy.
And he would have avoided saying too much for fear of scaring passengers. And as this vortex begins to get closer and closer as your ship is plowing to it, he's saying, "Quick! Hard to port! Hard to port!" And the three of you all of a sudden notice from the side of the ship on the water 8 massive tentacles reach up over the edge of the ship and start to grab at people.
Can Diana immediately
And that, yes, you can. And that is where we are going to end tonight.
Alright.
And I have a little surprise for you guys. I have a surprise for you guys.
Alright.
Welcome to level 11.
Yay!
Oh boy.
Also, I had a lot of fun tonight, and I haven't been doling them out as much as I should because you've all been playing well and having a lot of fun and giving me some real entertainment with your roleplay. So everybody is going to get 3 inspiration points tonight.
Woo!
Add that to your pools. Oh, you got to keep track of that.
I'm gonna say I'm at 3. Because Galdor had like some.
Yeah.
I know what I have.
Everyone got 3 tonight, so spend them wisely when you have enough to spend them. Yes, if anyone's wondering, I don't do inspiration the way they do in the DMG. I actually have the players bank it as a pool, and then they can buy certain little extra perks here and there with it, like a new skill or a new language, or even up to like a new feat, or basically an ASI. So I mean,
Do I get
fun things like that.
for being level 11?
Maybe
hit
just spells,
points.
but that's probably about it.
Yeah, level 11 isn't a really big jump of anything.
Oh yeah, I got a spell. Thank you.
I get improved divine smite. Every time I hit, I automatically hit.
Oh, there you go.
Expertise.
Hey, there you go. You can put it in stealth.
Nope.
Just have mostly with it.
I'm not proficient with stealth.
You fool, you're a rogue. What do you mean?
Oh, I can apparently take mass suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm more
All right,
stealthy.
everyone. I think that's going to be it for the night. So I hope you all had fun. I know I had a fun night. And I guess we'll see you next week, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday. I know it's the 23rd. So are you guys all good to game on the 23rd, or are you going to be busy?
I'm pretty sure he and I are good. I still wanted to talk to you about the thingy I wanted to do.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. I'm just saying, are we good to, if we're good to game or not? So
As far as I know, the 3 of us are.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so we'll see you next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for another game here on our channel. Also, don't forget, tomorrow is my collaborative build with Klein at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the channel, and I'm probably going to be doing some more build work on the A1 module, the Slave Pits of the Undercity, probably Friday and maybe Saturday. So hope you guys can join in with that. And other than that, we'll see you later. Have a good one. Bye.